Hey, what's up, sports fans, and welcome to another Guild Ball match report. This time, it's my Blacksmiths taking on Aaron's Ratcatchers. So Aaron's coming in with the Ratcatcher lineup of Piper, Squeak, Pelage, Scourge, Skulk, and Veteran Graves. Meanwhile, I'm going in with the 3-0 Blacksmiths lineup. We're talking Ferris, Ferrite, Alloy, Bolt, Iron, and Hearth. And you can see I'm kicking off, and I decide to kick off with Ferris, and I kick kind of a shallow, wide kick here, designed to hit that obstacle in the middle. It's interesting, I decided to do that. I was thinking maybe I can get a little goal pressure right out of the gate, but I used the wrong character to kick, quite frankly. If I had done that with Alloy, I actually could have had some real goal threat there going into the very first activation. But yeah, I kicked with Ferrite, and I actually measured to see if I could do my feet right out of the gate. It's because you know that never really works when you do that. Scourge is going to come in and pick up the ball. Try to pass it back to, he sprints over to the ball and tries to pass it to Piper, who misses, but luckily for Aaron, it's going to scatter and snap over to Pelage. Now, there was no sound when we recorded this video, so I'm going to miss a bunch of details here. I'm just going to ask you guys to forgive me here, but we'll go over the gist of stuff as we go. So here's my first activation. I'm going with Ferrite. I call feet, giving everybody +2/+2 move on my team, and the cool hobble tongue-in-cheek ability. Ferrite's gonna just scoot there right behind the barrier, and she'll pull Iron there with her, and Iron is fully loaded there. He's on 4 influence, getting ready to go. Meanwhile, here comes Skulk. Skulk is gonna slide up and turn on his handy dandy foul odor and make kicking hard here. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to throw in Alloy this early? And I kind of want to. Looks like I can with the feet, and I can score maybe some cool stuff going on. Hoping for a momentous Dirty Knives. And I'm going to get that, actually. So, I scored Dirty Knives there. We're going to throw it on Pelage. Now, that was also a mistake. I should have actually put it on Piper. But I figured I had 2 in me, because I figured 2-1, why not? I can hit... No, I can't. I can't hit Scourge. So I end up just getting a momentous dodge here. And then with my back to the shadows, I'm going to pull all the way back into cover. So at least I got that going for me. Aaron's trying to figure out how to set up his mosh pit, and he has the ball. So things are looking good, but he's worried about Iron sitting behind that barrier with really no way to see him or reach him. Looks like he's going to pull up with Vet Graves there and pull the rat up with him. And just kind of set up shop there. Alright, deciding if I want to go with Ferris or Bolt. Looks like I'm going to go with Ferris. She's just going to put Quick Foot on Bolt and hang out there by the cover and give Alloy that sweet 4-2 defense with the Sentinel ability, which is awesome. Looks like we've got a pass there from Piper over to Skulk. I'm sorry, that was Pelage kicked over to Skulk, and she slid over to Terrain. Now I'm going to throw Bolt in. Bolt's going to take a jog to the center of the field. He's going to throw Shoomerang over at Scourge, knocking down Skulk, which is a hilarious ability. It's like really the only reason why you take Bolt. Unfortunately, scatters in this game were just not helping me at all, because it just scatter right back to Scourge. Yeah, it's cool to be able to throw your shoe at people, but the ball just is not going to scatter the way you want it to. So I'm going to take my actual advance with Bolt there, and I'm going to attack Scourge for 1. I don't even think I did anything to him. Oh, I tackled the ball, which is hilarious. Meanwhile, it looks like Scourge is gonna start. I'm sorry, Squeak is gonna get in there, start putting some beat down on Bolt here. So Bolt's in trouble here. He's kind of in the. He's on the opposing. The only one of my players on the opposing side of the pitch, and he's about to get moshed pretty hard. I'm gonna go up with Hearth and put instruction on Iron. So we're getting ready to get Iron in there. Try to save Bolt. Meanwhile, it looks like he's gonna be dumping some attacks there with Scourge. Oh, sorry. No, he's not. He's gonna go in with Piper. Piper's gonna slide all the way up. And he's gonna make some attempts on this ball. I think he's trying to... he's gonna do some damage to me, and he's gonna try to tackle the ball. He's gonna push me into Scourge. Tackle the ball, do a little bit more painful attacking there. Now, I'm not so sure. I mean, I understand that you want to make the most of your momentum here. And it doesn't look like Aaron's got a goal run there. There's the tackle, actually. He's going to kick it back to Pelage and continue to protect that ball. Really well played there. So now I'm going to throw Iron in. Iron's going to come all the way over. And he's trying to figure out, should I charge? I should charge Skulk there. So I have to sprint around because I can't see anything. So Iron sprints around, starts throwing some attacks into Skulk there. Since Skulk is on the ground, why not? Let's just farm some momentum off him. And we're gonna heal Bolt too with all this momentum. We gotta just, if I can't get over to Bolt, I need to buy a little bit of time with him. Bolt threw a shoe at somebody. That was hilarious. It's worth his life. Skulk is trying to, it looks like we are at the end of turn 1. And I do have a bit of a momentum lead going in here. I think that's like 5-3 right now on the momentum side. We play our cards, and it looks like I'm gonna get to go. We tied and we diced off, and Aaron wins that initiative. So Aaron is gonna get to go first. He's gonna looks like he's gonna go ahead and dodge Skulk up, and I'm gonna pull Bolt out of that scrum there. Not sure if I should have done that or if I should have been more aggressive actually and put Alloy in to threaten Pelage. Probably a better call to pull Iron out and buy myself a little time here on the scrum. Looks like Aaron is going to start and he is going to pull Graves in there and drag the Rat with him and continue the work on Bolt that he started last turn. And he's going to just pull Bolt right back into that scrum there. Now this is actually absolutely perfect positioning by Aaron here because he's got my player, he's got Bolt there hostage, and Pelage is sitting pretty with her defense 5 in cover in a bunch of friendly melee zones there, and I just don't have the tech to deal with her. I'm trying to figure out if I can get Iron in there to try to mix things up a little bit. So Iron's gonna get in there. He's gonna just start throwing some dice. I believe I'm attacking. Yeah, and I go ahead and delete Skulk. So Skulk goes down. Blacksmiths score 2 for that takeout. And Iron is going to continue the rest of his attacks by knocking down and pushing Scourge. And so I'm going to knock him down and I'm going to push him a total of 4 inches out of the play. Which you would think could get such a big man out of the play, but don't count Scourge out. He actually has a really, really good jog for such a big man. But for now, let's get Pelage in there. She's going to pass back to Piper. And then she's going to start to do some attacks on Bolt. So again, I'm not sure why. I guess we're going a little bit slower than we want to with the elimination of Bolt. And it's working towards my favor, but ultimately not so much. So Pelage is in there, just making Bolt's life a living hell there. Poor guy. He's trapped in about, it looks like 3 different melee zones there. Just happy to throw his shoe at people. But yeah, we're just letting more attacks go by. Okay, so now I'm going to throw Alloy in. Or at least consider it. Alloy could get in there, possibly tackle the ball, and try to get a score. It looks like I have the range to do it, if only so, but I'm going to be heavily crowded out. Instead, I'm going to go with Bolt, back up a little bit, and throw a shoe. Hope for a Hail Mary play to knock Pelage down. I don't get it. I only needed a 3 actually, because I threw the shoe at Graves, but no dice. That was a mistake. I probably should have thrown Alloy in there and picked up the ball, but I only had 2 on him at the time. Again, I probably should have just taken the one off Bolt, considered him a loss, and Alloy could have actually scored a goal right there. He did have the range and the ability, I just didn't trust him. Last game, Alloy just came up nothing, like big donuts for me. Some more, there goes a pass over to, I believe this is now Piper with the ball. So now he's trying to like hook a really fine corner here. And he's actually, no, I guess this is Pelage. She's going to hook a corner. She's going to stay in Hearth's melee zone, but he's going to hit a goal with Pelage and then back Pelage, slide Pelage right into melee with Hearth. Really nice little goal, slide out and goal. He felt the goal pressure coming in. He knew Alloy had a shot. Again, he made me pay for hesitating there because I did have the ability, at least a decent shot at scoring a goal. So I'm going to throw it back into Alloy now that things are looking open on that side. Alloy's going to snap the ball. And then I got a problem because Alloy has the ball, but do I want to take a goal right now? Or, you know, is that something I can wait on? I'm going to go with, it looks like Ferris there. Or not. No, I'm going to go with Hearth. And Hearth is going to try to score a knockdown there on it looks like Graves. So I'm just trying to keep people clear of this play right now. And I don't think I get it. Yeah, I don't. I do not get it. I don't get a success there. Thanks, Dice. Meanwhile, Aaron's going to continue his attack on Iron there. He's going to get Scourge back into the play. Actually, Scourge is going to ignore Iron this time and continue the work he has started on Bolt. So, big time onslaught on Bolt. There goes Bolt. That puts Ratcatchers up to 6. Bolt is going to continue through. I'm sorry, not Bolt, Scourge. I think Scourge tries to, so he throws a couple of attacks on Iron, ends up eating Bolt. And here we are, 6-2. I'm going to throw Ferrite into Pelage with the crowd out. And I'm going to get next to nothing here. I do end up with a Momentous Disarm. That's about it. Like a Momentous Disarm and maybe a dodge if I'm lucky. Dice hate me. It's just a fact. Yeah, actually it looks like I come up empty-handed because I pick no result. So Aaron's gonna move in all the way up to, or not. He's gonna come around the other way, it looks like. Make a couple of attacks with Squeak there. And just push Iron into the scrum a little bit more. So really just kind of milking Iron at this point. It's very difficult to kill 2/2 Tough Hide like that, but hey, momentum is great. Ferris is going to get in there. No, maybe not. Here's the problem with this team. Ferris is really bugging me. I don't have anything good to do with her. I don't like her abilities. Her legendary has let me down way too many times. So it looks like I'm going to quick foot Alloy. Alloy's going to come all the way around. And he's going to shoot take +1 kick and shoot on goal there, tying us 6-all. And then slide back behind the cover there. Aaron's going to throw the ball in there right behind Scourge again. And actually, it's going to snap to Iron. I'm going to win this dice off. And that's not bad. With close control, that's not a terrible place for that ball to be. Although, with no Bolt on the field, it's no longer a goal threat because I can't do I'm open. So we go into the next turn. Aaron's gonna win initiative again, and I'm thinking I play the card here with +2/+2 move on characters coming in from Icy Sponge. So Bolt's gonna get a sweet 6 jog when he comes in. You can see Bolt coming in there at the bottom of the screen, and you can also see Skulk coming in. Also on the bottom of the screen. And so I've got Iron there in the middle of the mosh pit. Ferris, again, all but useless. Alloy sitting there, and he's being threatened by Skulk. And Alloy comes in on 6 health. This is some scary stuff for me. So some more attacks on, it looks like we're going to continue to chew on Iron, take the ball from him. So Scourge takes the ball from him. I don't know that I agree with that move. I probably would have continued trying to delete Iron at this point. So he's going to just, it looks like he's going to move all the way around and just drop the ball. No, he's going to pass it over to Pelage. Risky pass, but hey, he's got Iron on the ground, and he slides Pelage up there to within the goal threat. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to bring Bolt. I was thinking about bringing Bolt over there, but I end up not bringing Bolt over there. Instead, let's go with Hearth. Hearth is going to legendary. And in rare form, I should point out, Hearth has a knockdown on 1. Like, Hearth is, this is very reliable. You know what's not reliable, though, is Octave rolling dice. It's just not a reliable thing. So I'm going to throw 5 dice at this. I need a single 5. And I'm gonna miss it. That's that. I'm just gonna, no, actually, sorry, I do hit it. But watch this scatter here. It's going to scatter right next to her. Yeah, good job. So that that does nothing at all. Aaron's going to just clear conditions, stand up, snap the ball, and kick it right in. And that's going to put the Ratcatchers to 10, Blacksmiths 6. So I'm really starting to feel the pressure now because Bolt's coming in low. Alloy could very well die again. Iron's in the middle of a mosh pit. And I make a huge mistake now. So I throw this ball in. And I totally throw it into the wrong side, for one. I throw it over to Ferrite. Right? Or I could throw it. Yeah. I throw it over to Ferrite. Which probably isn't the... I could also throw it into Bolt. Yeah, I throw it in... Sorry, I throw it into Bolt. Bolt picks up the ball. Bolt slides. He's got +2/+2 move, so he easily makes it right through that pocket there. And I just shoot a little 4-die chip shot. And again, that's a mistake. That's a mistake. I could have given that ball. I could have either given that to Alloy and drew Alloy out of harm's way, or I could have gone in with Ferrite because there weren't a lot of active characters that could get to Ferrite if I chose to hold out. The problem is Piper has not gone yet. So Aaron throws the ball in. He gets it to Piper. Piper does a couple of attacks. And he's just sliding right up to Iron. He's going to get a couple more momentum off Iron. And here's the deadly thing with Piper. I mean, he gets to do all of these moves with Haunting Melody, his Heroic, and his Legendary. Now he can just advance, basically. And that's what he's going to do. He's very well going to continue up the board. He'll knock Ferris out of the way. And he's just going to pass it over to Pelage and do a little bit of Reverie. Pelage is going to roll down. And she's just going to calmly put that goal in. And that's going to win the game for him. That's going to do it for this video. The Ratcatchers with the impressive win, 12-10. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.